Victoria Francis. Officials, when you are ready, let's get it on!
All right. And there you see Victoria Francis in the red, Justina DiStasio in the blue. There's a 2-on-1 for DiStasio.
Represents Tajikistan.
And
he was 5th at the 2019 Dave Schultz
Victoria Francis trying to post on the head,
2012 Asian Cadet
get her arm back. She goes to the far wrist.
Joey McKenna is currently ranked number 2 at 65
Collar tie. Now she starts pulling down on the head. That's a tricky, that's an interesting position to me. Yeah, here's why. Technically, we're not supposed to have two hands on the head.
Yeah.
But we all let it go in that instance, right? And it's not just this official's fault. I see it at every single level of this sport, at the world level, at the junior level, at the cadet level. But there we have. But there are other instances where two collar ties they will not let you do.
Right.
So it's like,
2018 world champion.
I don't know. Maybe we'll ask Brock Height for a little bit more clarification on that.
Yeah.
Her opponent, Victoria Francis, is currently ranked number 3 at 76 kilograms, or 167.5 pounds.
Won
she wrestles for
world bronze in 2017, and she followed that up with a world title in 2018 at 72 kilograms. She was an Olympic alternate this past year behind Olympic champ Erica Wiebe.
And they're going to go passive on Victoria Francis. DiStasio kind of measuring a little bit. They're gonna talk to her a little bit about hands to the face. You can't go below the eyebrows there.
2 on the exposure. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner by technical superiority.
Underhook now for DiStasio.
McKenna!
She has 2 unders now. They're calling blue with passive. Let's see if they wait until she gets out of the zone. No, they'll call her for passive right here. So that will be first activity clock that we see all night. And now DiStasio, recognizing that Francis has no interest in actually firing on this shot clock, right. So she realizes that she has to pick up the pace of her hand fight and level change, so she does. Starts kind of tapping at the head from the outside. About 50 seconds left here in the first period, and shot clock winding down, and that'll be the first points scored here by by Victoria Francis.
On Victoria Francis' side of the board.
And our first shot clock that we've seen.
There you go.
Yeah, look at that.
First shot clock ever
Victoria
in Globe Life Field.
30 seconds to score on a passivity call. She did not score, and accordingly, Victoria Francis is awarded 1 point.
Not a leg attack yet.
Yeah, just a lot of the same stuff, a lot of pawing at the head, working for underhooks.
And you got to think that she's kind of waiting to, and good on Francis for staying in position, but you got to think DiStasio's kind of waiting for Francis to kind of drop her defenses a little bit and raise those elbows away from the body.
Yeah. Yeah, not what you want to. You don't want to take so much risk when you see somebody playing that hard defense, and especially at the upper weights, getting underneath, wearing yourself out.
That's right.
And so really, we didn't see much offense in the first period. Hopefully that changes. But we'll see what happens as they make their way back to the center here to start the second period.
DiStasio back to the center.
I will say they've given each other high fives more than any other.
A lot of
high fives.
A lot of sportsmanship here.
It's friendly.
76 kilos. The sports person's weight. Underhook now for Francis. DiStasio clears the hook. they're going to call Francis on passive again, so that'll be her second warning. So she's on the shot clock now.
Yep. And here another rule change. Yep. Old rules, if the opponent not on the shot clock scored, they would not have the opportunity to score that shot clock point. Now they can score and get the shot clock point as time runs out. So we'll see if that comes into play here at all.
So 2 unders again here for Victoria Francis, and that'll be the expiration of the shot clock. DiStasio will pick up a point. As a single egg.
DiStasio awarded 1 point.
Caution and 1 red. Yeah, so DiStasio is asking for the brick, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, either really can't. It's hard to challenge that.
Yeah, and it was white paddled, so.
So it was white paddled, so.
Was not agreed upon by 2 of our 3 officials.
2-on-1 here for Francis. And passive on the blue wrestler, so she'll go on the clock again. Nope.
DiStasio now
not yet. One more.
The passivity clock.
So 124 left.
The clock is not running. That's why they throw that cube in there. So DiStasio is supposed to be on the clock, but the clock never started. So they take a little break, make sure they sort some things out here.
Official review on B.
So really for Francis, this is she's made a lot of progress. I believe the last 2 times they've wrestled a few years ago, but she was tech 10-0, and then she lost 5-1. This is going all the way back to 2017. So maybe much better game plan.
Closer, man.
Yeah.
She's calling closer.
And we're returning to action here in just a second.
Still trying to figure out the scoreboard.
All right, so there's 14 seconds left. Okay, so 14 seconds left on the shot clock. And it's going now. Nope, check that. And there's a double leg from the space. She goes 4 to finish up that takedown. And
she's going to work on top.
She is going to work on top. She goes gut to the right and then leg in. DiStasio trying to get those knees together. Oh, she has them close and goes over. Does Francis for another 2, so the score is 7-1 now. .41 seconds now. Victoria Francis needs to pick up her offensive output if she wants to win this bout. Two-on-one here for DiStasio. And short time on the clock here. Victoria Francis tries to go head pitch, can't quite. She'll get nothing for her efforts. And that'll do it. So,
ladies and gentlemen,
7-1 the final score.
B, we have a winner.
Yeah, good.
Justina DiStasio.
Good game plan for the first, 4.5 minutes from Francis, kind of holding defense, trying to control ties, but we saw why DiStasio is a world